Oh, hi there. I'm still at the SACHS conference in Basel. I'm now with Miguel, who's the CFO of GeNeuro, a company working in the field of MS based in Geneva, or next to Geneva. My first question, I just read you announced you recruited over half of your patients ahead of time on your phase 2B. How's it going so far?
So far, it continues to go very well. It's always a risk when you launch a study. You don't know how the recruitment will go, but we've been very satisfied with the support we've had from our CRO, from Servier, our partner, and tremendous interest from investigators and patients.
And what makes your approach in MS really unique compared to like big players like Novartis or Biogen or other players?
But the main difference is that contrary to the other drugs that are currently in the market, we aim at a causal factor, a potential causal factor of MS, rather than attacking the symptoms. And rather than playing through the immune system, we have an antibody that attacks what we consider to be a main causal factor of MS, which has an excellent safety and tolerability profile, which makes it further interesting for investigators and patients. If it's efficacious and safe and very tolerable, it can be a radical change to what exists in the market. We consider that in MS there is still a huge unmet need because there is no drug today approved for progressive forms of MS, and there is no drug that prevents patients the disease from progressing into potential invalidity.
And how well is the disease now understood on the causality of the disease?
We have 25 years of research accumulated within GeNeuro, Mérieux, INSERM, and a number of academic groups. So we think we have a very good understanding of what happens once the human endogenous retrovirus W, HERV-W, is expressed and starts expressing the protein MSRV-ENV, which has a dual action, neuroinflammation, neurodegeneration. Why in certain individuals this human endogenous retrovirus starts expressing, we don't know why. It's very closely associated with herpes or EBV, but we do not know why at this point in time. We don't know why it affects certain individuals rather than others. What is interesting is that we all have in our DNA 8% of these mobile genetic elements, and it's a huge field. It's a new frontier, we think, for medicine.
That's great. And my last question would be more on the financial side. So you were one of the first company to IPO again in Europe, actually on Euronext, and you raised 33 million. How was that? How tough was it to raise and to be the first one again?
Well, it was a difficult time. Of course, if you remember the state of the markets in general and for biotech in particular at the beginning of the year. We postponed the IPO at the end of January, waiting for better conditions. We felt there was a new window opening at the end of March, so we launched the IPO, but it was difficult. There were still many investors who decided to remain on the sidelines. Volatility was high, and still today there's still certainly not the same mood as in prior years. But we're happy that we're able to raise funds and that we're able to invest that into new projects, new indications.
Yeah, as you told me, it was one of the worst year in the last 20 years in biotech for financial.
I was reading the other day that it's the worst year for IPOs in 20 years. And as far as biotechs are concerned, I think we're at a small fraction of what happened last year or 2014. So it was difficult. Just making it was a success, and we're happy that investors supported us and gave us the money to invest in new projects.
That's great. Congrats and good luck for the future.
Thank you.